Chat. 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 What's up, chat? How you doing, chat? That GameStop YouTuber's still talking about me, I think. He's got his little stream supporters or video supporters going after my videos, commenting on my videos. No, they all think I'm a fake GameStop investor, even though I literally shared my voting results last stream. It's ridiculous, bro. Oh, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't have time to be supporting this dude or promoting this dude or reacting to his videos. I don't care, bro. I don't care if he doesn't think I'm a GameStop investor. I don't care what he has to say. Ugh. What's up, P? How you doing, P? Hope you're doing good, bro. It's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous how people on the internet just think they know what they're talking about, but they don't know what they're talking about. I'm literally the largest investor any of you guys know. So you can say whatever you want, think whatever you want, believe whoever you want, but the reality is, I'm that guy, bro. I'm not the largest investor ever, but I'm probably the largest investor you know, so like, it's a little weird how people think I'm not. Doesn't really make sense. Doesn't really make sense. But, let's see. We got some, I'll wait for some people to pop in. I'll wait for some people to hop in first. We got an update on the basement. For the people who care. I don't know if anyone cares. Probably won't be reacting to anything. I am cooked, man. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? Yes, it did get to the 20s, but who cares? Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, who gives a shit? Like, I don't know. I don't give a shit. Why is it like everyone so focused on the stock price? I'm curious why the stock price matters. I don't really think the stock price matters. It's been a very popular topic since it started dropping. Everyone's so focused on the stock price all of a sudden. It's kind of odd. Why is Yahoo like so laggy lately? It's kind of weird. Kind of sucks. I like using Yahoo. It's nice and simple. But what's up, Justin? Hope you had a good weekend. Hopefully you played some good golf this weekend. Got some good rounds in. I got some good tamping in downstairs. I like broke my wrist or something. I don't know, bro. My wrist is fucked up. Elvis, what's up? I don't know. I don't know what the price is at, bro. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. For some reason, Yahoo isn't updating though, so whatever's on the screen is what the price is, but it's not updating in real time anymore. I don't know what happened. It's only really been the past like week or so. Hasn't been working that well. Oh yeah, I bought a share of eBay today. I wanted to buy a share of eBay just to see what happens if/when they take it over. I bought it at like 109.69, but I literally bought one share, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a little experiment, I guess. Obviously, you know, I'd rather buy more shares of GameStop because like 4 or 5 shares of GameStop are equal to 1 share of eBay. But I'm just curious to see what happens with the eBay share. It's kind of just a $100 experiment or $110 experiment, whatever. Just an observation. Okay. I'm just curious because just lately everyone's been so focused on the price of the stock, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Because like all these people are so bullish and believe in GameStop, but they're talking about the stock price. Like I just don't get it. Like the stock price is irrelevant in this investment from my perspective. No golf for me this weekend. I just ended up spending Saturday with my mom, taking her to lunch and doing some shopping. Sunday did stuff on the farm. Oh, you have a farm, dude? That's sick. That's awesome, Justin. I bet that's a good time. But that's cool, bro. That's cool to hang out with your mom. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. Sounds like a good weekend. I wonder why that doesn't stay on. It's kind of weird. Probably be kind of a boring stream today. I really don't want to react to anything. Maybe there'll be like something to read though. Let's see. I might be down to read something. I just don't want to react to anything right now. The reading videos don't do that well, unfortunately. Some of them do. I don't know. YouTube is so random, bro. YouTube is so random. It's like I make the same videos every single time, but you know, sometimes a video gets like 1,000 views, sometimes it gets 500, sometimes it gets like 200. I would say 200's probably average, but it's just, I just don't know. Like, it's just weird how YouTube works. Yeah, let's see if we can read, if there's something to read. I kind of, wasn't this something interesting? Huh. Okay, maybe we'll just read this. I'm waiting for more. I don't know where everyone is today. I'm waiting for some more people to hop in, but I guess I guess nobody's showing up today. Oh, I've been reading from these guys a lot recently. They've been making some decent articles. All right. Yeah, let's read this for a second. Wait for some people to hop in. I mean, maybe some more people will hop in. We'll see. All right. Morgan Stanley outlines 4 possible outcomes after eBay rejects GameStop's $56 billion bid. Morgan Stanley analysts explore potential outcomes following eBay's rejection of GameStop's acquisition offer, highlighting the ongoing drama and strategic implications for both companies. Morgan Stanley analysts have laid out 4 distinct potential outcomes following eBay's swift rejection of GameStop's unsolicited $56 billion acquisition offer, providing Wall Street with a structured roadmap as the high-profile drama between the two retailers continues to captivate investors. In a detailed note issued Tuesday, Morgan Stanley's equity research team described the situation as highly unusual and outlined scenarios ranging from a sweetened bid by GameStop to complete a withdrawal, a proxy fight, or even a counteroffense by eBay. The report comes just days after eBay's board unanimously rejects GameStop's cash and stock proposal, calling it neither credible nor attractive. I think the only reason they think it's not credible or attractive is because Ryan Cohen's going to come in and fire all of them. I think that offer for shareholders was extremely valuable, especially, seeing the price action of eBay the last week or so. It's pretty much sold off since it hit 120. I don't even know if it hit 120. I think it hit 118, 119 or something like that. But yeah, it's been down quite a bit lately. So that bid would have been extremely valuable to eBay shareholders, but eBay's management team rejected it because they want to keep their jobs and they want to keep doing what they're doing to eBay's business, just putting all their profit into buybacks and stock-based compensation and making their shares more valuable so they can sell them. Nobody on the eBay management team buys eBay shares with their own money. They just get given free shares from compensation. GameStop, led by CEO Ryan Cohen, formally proposed acquiring eBay at $125 per share in early May. The surprise offer represented a significant premium and stunned analysts, given GameStop's market capitalization was roughly 1/10 the size of eBay's at the time. eBay quickly dismissed the approach, but the move has already triggered massive volatility in both stocks and renewed meme stock enthusiasm around GameStop. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means, bro. Morgan Stanley's base case assumes GameStop will eventually walk away, but not before extracting some sort of value or concessions. You think Ryan Cohen's gonna walk away from this deal? That's a bold claim. I don't think Ryan Cohen's going to walk away. I think he's going to be persistently very annoying until they give him eBay or the shareholders vote him in. In this scenario, the bank expects GameStop shares to retreat towards pre-bid levels while eBay stabilizes after the initial shock. However, the analyst warned that Cohen's history of aggressive activism suggests he may not back down easily. Yeah, he's not going to back down. I think he's going to continue to fight for eBay until he gets it. And they could reject him 100 times, but he's going to get eBay. A second potential outcome involves GameStop returning with a higher offer, possibly sweetened with more cash or better terms to address eBay's governance and strategic concerns. Morgan Stanley noted that GameStop's substantial cash reserves, approaching $9 billion, give it credibility to pursue a revised bid, though significant regulatory and financing hurdles remain. I don't think that GameStop's going to come in with a higher offer. I think that $125 a share offer was an extraordinary offer for eBay shareholders, but the management team rejected it to save their own job. And now, most likely, we're going to get eBay for cheaper because Ryan Cohen's just going to bug him until he gets it or the shareholders vote him in. And if eBay shares continue to not do that well, or, if they don't move, eBay shareholders are going to be upset that they didn't accept that offer if eBay shares never go up to $125 a share. The third scenario envisions a proxy contest or shareholder activism campaign by GameStop. Cohen, who owns a meaningful stake in eBay through derivatives, could attempt to influence the company's direction or push for board seats. This path would likely lead to prolonged public conflict and additional volatility for both companies. Yeah, I mean, this is most likely the route that it's going to go down is, Ryan Cohen making the shareholders want him enough where they'll just vote him in as CEO. I don't think they want board seats, though. They want to take this thing over and bring in GameStop's team. I don't think they just want a board seat. The fourth and most aggressive outcome, according to Morgan Stanley, would be launching a counterbid or pursuing its own transformative acquisition or to demonstrate strategic independence. While considered less likely, this tit-for-tat escalation could dramatically reshape the e-commerce landscape. Why would eBay launch a counterbid? own transformative acquisition? That doesn't make any sense. eBay's not going to do anything. Their management team's lazy, bro. They don't care about eBay's business. They're just trying to fill their own pockets by doing share buybacks and selling shares that they get for free through compensation. Wall Street's reaction has been mixed. Some analysts view GameStop's move as a bold but ultimately unrealistic attempt by Cohen to reinvent the company beyond physical retailer. Others see it as a clever use of GameStop's cash pile and activist playbook to create value for shareholders. GameStop shares have remained elevated since the bid news, reflecting sustained retail investor enthusiasm. And, I mean, not really. GameStop shares are actually down, but, yeah, I mean, it is probably the best use for the cash, because eventually interest rates are going to drop and the cash isn't going to be as valuable as it currently is. I mean, holding the cash right now is pretty valuable. Earning 3.5 to 4% on just holding cash is extremely valuable, especially when you're sitting on billions. They're making hundreds of millions of dollars just sitting on cash, but using that cash to purchase eBay is a lot better for the future. The cash is just super valuable right now. eBay's rejection letter emphasized its strong standalone momentum, including healthy growth in its advertising business, structured data initiatives, and international expansion. How do they have healthy growth in their advertising business? They spent over $2 billion on advertising and didn't even raise their user base by 1%. Like, that's pathetic. eBay's business is literally pathetic under the current management team. Ryan Cohen would make it so much better. The company has been streamlining operations in recent years, divesting non-core assets, and focusing on its core marketplace. Ryan Cohen has not publicly commented since the rejection, but sources close to GameStop say the company is evaluating its options and remains committed to exploring strategic alternatives that could accelerate its transformation. Cohen's successful turnaround of Chewy before GameStop has given him significant credibility in activist circles. Ryan Cohen has been pretty active on Twitter, though, like reposting people talking about eBay and reposting what eBay's management team is posting. Like, Ryan Cohen has been pretty loud lately, actually. It's just on Twitter. And they're posting all those 425s on the SEC website. For GameStop, the eBay pursuit represents a high-risk, high-reward attempt to pivot from a declining brick-and-mortar video game retailer into a broader e-commerce player. The company has been aggressively buying back shares and accumulating cash while closing underperforming stores. However, its core business continues to face secular pressure from digital downloads and competition from Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy. eBay, meanwhile, has worked hard to reposition itself as a premium marketplace with strong first-party tools for sellers. The company has posted consistent revenue growth and improving margins under CEO Gme Gamestop. Analysts generally believe eBay is better positioned strategically than GameStop, though the unsolicited bid has forced management to defend its independence. It's definitely not. eBay's business is garbage under the current management team. Literally 2-3 years ago, they were making almost $3 billion in net income a year, and now they're only making $2 billion. Their assets are declining. Sure, their revenues are going up, but it's because they're stripping their sellers. They're making it harder for sellers to make profit on their platform. So their revenue's going up because they're taking revenue from the sellers with higher fees. And yeah, just ultimately eBay's business is on a downward trajectory. And anyone who's done fundamental analysis on eBay's business can see that. All metrics are negative. Like, eBay is not great. The stock price is going up because of all the buybacks, but the management team just sells every time the stock is up. So it's like, the management team doesn't care about eBay's business. They're just trying to fill their own pockets. And if that continues, 5-10 years down the road, who knows if eBay will even be around? It can't stay on the path it's currently staying on. The saga has reignited interest in meme stocks and activist investing. GameStop's loyal retail shareholder base has once again mobilized on social media, with some calling for Cohen to go all in on eBay. Others warn that overextending could jeopardize GameStop's strong balance sheet. Hey, no risk, no reward, baby. No risk, no reward. eBay could be risky, but all signs are green. Everything about eBay seems positive for an acquisition, and even with the debt they would raise, the amount of net income they could produce with cost cutting through eBay would pay for the debt and more. Regulatory considerations add another layer of complexity. Any formal pursuit of eBay would likely trigger antitrust scrutiny, given the size of the proposed deal and overlapping e-commerce operations. The Federal Trade Commissions and Department of Justice have become increasingly aggressive in reviewing technology and retail transactions. Morgan Stanley's analysis suggests most probable near-term outcome is a negotiated settlement or quiet withdrawal by GameStop in exchange for certain concessions, such as a standstill agreement or minority stake. However, the bank cautioned that Cohen's unpredictable style makes any prediction difficult. Yeah, definitely. As both companies prepare for their upcoming shareholder meetings and earnings reports, the chess match between Cohen and eBay's board will likely remain in focus. Investors in both stocks face heightened volatility as the situation evolves. Oh, I love volatility. Volatility is great. For the broader market, the episode highlights the growing influence of activist investors with substantial cash reserves and strong retail support. GameStop's move, whether successful or not, has already changed the conversation around eBay's strategic options and valuation. The coming weeks will be critical in determining which of Morgan Stanley's 4 scenarios plays out. Whatever the resolution, the GM eBay saga has already delivered one of the most entertaining and unpredictable storylines of the 2026 investment year. Yeah, it is huge. Everyone was talking about it when the news first came out, and more people were talking about it when they got rejected. Obviously, the popular narrative is super negative, but I think a lot of us long-term GameStop investors are super excited for this deal, and we all hope it goes through. Alrighty then. A little reading there. All right. Patrick, what's up, Patrick? How you doing? Jared, hope you're doing good, Jared. Probably why it's going down because Cohen put them on blast and the shareholders said screw him. Maybe, or I don't know. It's tough to say, or the only reason it was up was because GameStop was buying. That's probably a more realistic take, I think, because the reason why a stock would go up is because someone's buying more. More people are buying it than selling it. So the only reason it was probably up was because GameStop was buying so much. What's up, Ruben? How you doing, Ruben? Guy Rosen? What's up, Guy Rosen? Similar example, Balin Techniques acquisition, Kalis AV documents. There's a similar acquisition, but already done, 26 million cash. I might look into that in a second. Break Nation! What's up, Break Nation? Price going down doesn't scare me. Well, it should, because it's going to 0. It's going to 0. You better be scared, bro. You better be scared. Look at it. It's going to 0, bro. Look at it. It's dropping. So stupid. Oh, man. The internet is so dumb. Alright. You guys ready for... What the fuck? You guys ready for an update on the basement, bro? Are you guys ready for an update? I think you'll be excited. I think you'll be excited if you care. I don't know if anyone actually cares. I care. I care. I don't know if any of you guys care, but I care. Let's see. I need to... Where the bodies are? Shh. Shh. Don't tell anyone. You're snitching, Ruben. Why you snitching, bro? Why you snitching, bro? That's messed up, Ruben. How you gonna snitch like that? How you gonna snitch like that, Ruben? I thought we were cool, bro. I thought I could tell you my secrets. Did I do that right? Okay. Let's see. Drum roll. Boom! We're in there, chat. We're in there. Oh, we gotta mute this. All right. Hopefully you can you guys hear me? No echo. Are we good? No echo. Chat. That's why he's doing it himself. Are we good, chat? No echo. Good sound. All right, bet. All right, bet. Is it the GME Profits cash hoard? Did you sell? Yeah, bro. I buried it in the trench, bro. I buried my cash hoard in the trench. I sold my GameStop shares, and now it's, you know, I just put it down in here in the trench, bro. I need slippers. There's still a lot of, like, dirt and shit down there. Wait, can I flip the camera? Hi, chat. All right, let's go. Let's go, chat. Let's go to the frickin' trench. To the trench. Oh, you guys are going to be hyped. Drum roll. Oh, chat. Look, it's not a trench anymore, chat. I still got to fill a little bit right here. As you can tell, I beat myself up yesterday doing this. Look, chat, it's not a trench anymore. There's no hole under my wall anymore. It's not a trench anymore, chat. It's not a trench anymore. Look at this shit. I mean, there's a little bit of a trench over here. I got to do a little bit more here. But it's basically done. It's basically done, chat. Getting on that concrete grind soon. Getting on that concrete grind. Look at all, look, concrete. Concrete. Look at all that. I'm not even. You guys, I should show you guys the concrete pile outside. You guys should see the concrete pile. Look at this shit, chat. Look at that. I gotta fill a little bit more right there. You can see, but it's probably fine. I mean, there's really no more dirt in here, so can't really fill that much more. But it's all. I mean, it's mostly done, chat. It's like 90% done. I just gotta get the rest of it packed on and then do the concrete. Pretty sick though, huh? Pretty sick though, chat. Let's go look at the concrete pile outside. Oh, I'm so sore, chat. I'm so sore, bro. This is what outside looks like. That's what grass looks like. I don't know if you guys have ever touched grass before. Here, I can't dox myself, chat. Can't dox myself. Look at this concrete pile, bro. Oh, chat. It's a lot of work, chat. It's a lot of work. Hopefully I didn't show my license plate, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So that was the grand tour. Almost done though, chat. We're almost done. Just got to get the concrete poured. That's hype. That's hype, chat. It's hype. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Why is Yahoo not updating anymore? It's so annoying. My phone's almost dead. Luckily, I had enough battery for that. So yeah, that's that. That's that. I keep waiting for GameStop to go to 0. I've been constantly told it's going there. Why is it there's still money in my Fidelity account? I don't know, bro. I don't know. You'd think all the geniuses on the internet would like get it right. But for some reason they can't get it right. It's kind of weird, huh? Who's this person behind you? What do you mean? There's nobody. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nobody here. That's like 3 bodies. Reuben! Why you snitching, bro? Installing the power lines for the new Bitcoin mining project? Yeah, bro, you know me, bro, how much I love Bitcoin. I bought a bunch of miners and... Wait, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. You can't be saying you bought a bunch of miners, bro. Someone's gonna clip that. Someone's gonna clip that and take that out of context, bro. I'm fucked. I'm fucked now. Oh no. Someone's gonna clip that and be like, this guy's buying miners! He's a human trafficker! I'm gonna go eat some lunch. I'll probably be back later. Alright, Justin, for sure. Appreciate you stopping in. I don't know if I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. I wanted to give you guys an update on the basement mostly. I am cooked, bro. Like, I am so cooked. Like, I wasn't even gonna stream today, but I wanted to give you guys a little update. So I don't know how long I'm actually gonna be streaming. Was trying to scare you. I couldn't see the chat. I couldn't see the chat. I link like this website thing to the OBS, and it doesn't show the chat. It just uses my phone as a camera for OBS. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. But yeah. What's this? I think this is that one article that's paywalled. Is this an interview? No, I don't think it's an interview. Wonder why this article was paywalled. Doesn't look that good. I just don't really want to react to anything right now. I don't know, bro. Let's look at some like normal news for once. It's been a while since I've looked at like normal news. What's this? A YouTube video?
Grapevine-based GameStop is increasing its stake to purchase eBay, fueling some speculation the company could pursue a hostile takeover of the online.
It doesn't even tell me. It's 26 seconds long. Okay. Dude, my computer is tripping. My computer's been slow lately. Kind of sucks. Stargate? Is this that data center that's getting opened up by me? Oh no, that's Oracle's. Right? Yeah, I think this is Oracle's data center. I forget what the data center they're trying to put in by me is called. Yeah, Stargate's Michigan, okay. Oh yay, a data center. How exciting. Berkshire's bet on Taylor Morrison suggests housing market may have bottomed. I could maybe see that. I mean, I think it all depends on interest rates, and they should start cutting interest rates sometime soon. At least once or twice this year. Let's see. Retail had a surprisingly robust first quarter. I forgot Jerome Powell's not the Fed chair anymore. I guess May 15th was his last day as Fed chair. That's sad. That's sad. No way, chat. Strategy shares fall after selling 2.5 million in Bitcoin, its first sale since 2022. So Strategy has been buying Bitcoin at like over 100,000, and they sold it 77,000 or whatever it's at, 73,000. Like, that's a joke, bro. Obviously, 2.5 million is nothing compared to their actual Bitcoin position, but still, that is just so weird, bro. MicroStrategy is a weird thing. I would never invest in that. Yep, nothing there. Call of Duty won't have clowny crossover skins. Well, how was your weekend, chat? You guys are super quiet today. How was your weekend? What'd you guys do? Pokemon TCG 30th anniversary set is coming out. When's that coming out? September 16th. It'd be kind of cool to get a pre-order of that. I bet that's going to be a crazy set. I mean, yeah. Let's see. Well, no news. This beer company will fly a World War II fighter plane over your barbecue cookout for $250. That's a good ass deal. Keystone Light is celebrating America's 250th anniversary with an unusual 4th of July promotion that includes a backyard barbecue, a weekend getaway in Florida, and a World War II fighter plane flying overhead. Book the experience for $250 as part of its ongoing. That's kind of cool. Company said the experience will only be available once and will be removed after it is claimed. Huh. Alright. I already looked at all that stuff earlier. Alright. Dead chat today, I guess. Why is volume different for GME if you look on TradingView versus Webull? Look at the 1 minute time frame, for example. I have no clue, man. I don't pay attention to volume. I find it to be an irrelevant metric. So I don't know. Not even something I look at. But what's up, Shriek? Hope you're doing good. Hope you had a good weekend. But it's probably You know, one of them's probably real time, one of them's probably lagging data. But either way, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, man. But like I said, I don't pay attention to volume. It's not interesting to me. It's not valuable. The only thing that's valuable is the volume profile. You know, seeing where that volume got traded. That's important. But volume overall is kind of irrelevant, kind of a useless metric. in my opinion, I've never found volume to be relevant. Bought a car and registered it. Oh, nice, Patrick. That's sick. What kind of car did you get? That's awesome. What's up, Bruno? What's up? It's Bruno. What's up? Would an untalented idiot dance like this? Oh my god. Ford Fiesta from 2012. Nice, Patrick. That's sick, bro. I love that. I love that, man. You gotta respect a solid beater, you know? I mean, it's probably pretty nice. But I respect anyone who's willing to drive an older car. That's a respectable. Volume just measures how much exchanges chopped off the traders. No, volume just measures how many people bought and sold on the day. It's no. What's up, Kev? I feel like you're trolling, but if you're not, it's no more simple than that. Resident Evil movie? Are they making like a... Isn't like a...
Introducing
oh yeah, I can't watch movie trailers on stream.
Handpicked to bring you the
Isn't the new Resident Evil movie supposed to be like a horror movie instead of action?
3 unique characters, 1 unmatched flavor.
Maybe you're right. Just on TradingView, the biggest 1 minute volume candle is like 9K, but there was just 2 huge 300K ones on Webull as price went up. Anyways, for prices fake as always. Well, the volume could be fake. Like I don't know, bro. The price isn't fake. That's what it's at. It's how much it's worth. If it was worth more, the price would be up. If it was more or less, the price would be down. The price you're seeing on the screen is what people are willing to pay. How much shorts are willing to short. The price isn't fake. I can't get behind that. Can't get behind tinfoil. What you see on the screen is what you get. If it was worth more, it'd be worth more. If people were willing to pay more, it'd be worth more. And on the flip side, you know, if you think it's because people are shorting it down to that price, this is how far shorts are willing to go. So it's not fake. It's not fake. It's the real price. It's how much GameStop's worth. Nothing exciting just to get from A to B. I mean, that's really all you need, right? You don't gotta flex on the haters. You know? No need to flex on the haters. The only people who make money off volume and it is exchanges. I'm doing good, bro. But that's not true. That making money has nothing to do with volume. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand that. That has nothing to do with anything. Volume is just an indicator of how many shares were traded on the day. That's all. I got money in GME, not in cars. Yeah. I mean, that's the way to be, bro. Well, have your money in assets in general. Cars aren't really an asset. They're beneficial, they're useful. I would say cars are more like a luxury. Certain cars are assets, I guess. There's certain cars that have gone up in value, but for the most part, I would say having a car is kind of more of a luxury than anything. There's no trade fees. I mean, not in the U.S. Maybe in different countries. There's no trade fees in the U.S. There's trade fees on options. So the volume on options, sure, you could say the trade fees for like options. Yeah, I could agree with you at that point, but there's no trade fees for stock trading. At least in the US. I can't speak for other countries. But that's why, like, there's different exchanges. The US has, the New York Stock Exchange. The, like, if you go GameStop today, at least on TradingView, and who knows if this is actually accurate or not. The volume so far today is 3.75 million, but if we looked at like the German exchange, if we can you not look at the German exchange anymore? Why? Oh, there it is. Isn't it the GetX or the Zetter? I don't know. GetX, I think. See, the GetX has 3.5K volume, so that's significantly different. And this would be the German exchange, I believe. And the Zetter has 13.69K, so that's a massive difference, That's a massive difference. Only like a few thousand shares traded on the German exchange, whereas the US exchange is millions, like, yeah. But yeah, I guess, if you have fees, sure, I could agree, but there's no fees in the US, at least for stock trading. Just options, and maybe Forex. I don't know if Forex has fees. And it probably depends on what broker you have too, but for the most part, I don't think any brokers in the US charge fees for stock trading anymore. I got a Camry. I think I told you that. Yeah, you've told me that. Hear about the DTCC tokenizing securities. I think I did see something about that like a month or two ago. I think I did read something about that. I have to pay one for every transaction I do on Trade Republic. Oh, interesting. Is GameStop not on the European market? Is there no European? It's only on US and German, huh? That's pretty interesting. Let's see. You got PanW earnings this week. Broadcom. What did we do? Broadcom before? I'm German. Wait, so why not? Are you buying your shares from the U.S. market or the German market? What am I looking up again? Oh yeah, Broadcom. How did the stream do last time I did Broadcom? Wait, did I? I guess I haven't. I swear I've streamed Broadcom before. On the German market. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Maybe that's why the volume's so high on the US market. It's because the trading's free. But I don't know. Or there's just less people trading on the German market. I have no clue. That's pretty interesting. Planet Labs, isn't that a popular stock? I think Planet Labs is popular, isn't it? Wasn't that some like AI stock that's up thousands of percents or something like that? Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a good thing to stream. We're definitely going to stream that for sure. We haven't done an earnings stream in a while. So Thursday, yeah, we'll have an earnings stream on Thursday. Maybe Wednesday and Tuesday, I'm not sure. We'll see. What's this? Long and Black Exchange. Yeah, the auto translate thing on this chat is weird. Very weird. New update. Why is the stream so dead today? It's like streaming's weird, bro. Where's Moose? Where's all the OGs at? It's only Ruben and Break Nation here. Where's all the OGs, bro? Where is everyone? What the heck, bro? I mean, I guess Kristen and Kev are here, but it's just weird. Where is everyone today? Well, this sucks. I don't really want to react to anything. I guess. Well, you guys just don't have the membership thing, so it's just like, where is everyone? It's weird. Looks like we're losers. I mean, yeah, if that's how you're gonna take it. Did this video die? No. Well, maybe. Well, this sucks. Right in my heart. We're all winners today. The stock's green. I'm a double winner because my name is green. Jedi. What's up, Jedi? I'm in GME since January 21, so I'm kind of an OG. I mean, that's not what I mean. I mean people who've watched the stream. There's some people that have been in this stream for over 2 years now. Well, pushing 2 years. When I don't remember when I first started this stream again. I mean, Bruno's been in the stream for like 6-7 years or something like that. Bruno's the real OG here. But yeah. Let's see. When did I start doing this stream again? I always forget the exact date. I've been here since 2020, but still not an OG. Am I on X? No, I don't have any other social media besides this. I have Discord, I guess, but I just use that for like talking to people. We had a server for like 2 weeks. A whopping 2 weeks we had a server. I mean, I guess I was streaming in June 24, so not quite. Are we in June now? Is it June? Is it officially June? What month is it? I don't even know. Is it June? It is June. We're approaching our 2-year mark, chat. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. We're getting close. We're getting close to the 2-year mark. And my last stream in 2022 was also in June. I told everyone to buy the best stocks in the stock market, and I didn't. That's a solid stream right there. Only real ones know about that stream. I mean, these last 3 streams, these last 3 2022 streams, those are like the greatest callouts in stock market history. Literally. These 3 streams, well, I guess this one, and I predicted the 2022 stock market crash. That's a real stream right there. Only the real ones have watched that stream. And I told everyone to buy the best stocks in the stock market, and I didn't. So yeah, we're approaching 2 years, but I don't think I started daily streams in June. I think I just did my first stream in June. We started daily streams in December 2024. So, not quite 2 years. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm just a part-timer, never ever owned GME. Yes, you are a part-timer. Kev used to be a full-timer, but he's a part-timer now. Two years, he hates X. Yeah, I don't have X. I despise X. I think it's a terrible platform. It's okay, but I don't find any value in scrolling. I don't watch shorts. I don't like reducing my attention span to goldfish status. I don't want to be a goldfish, so I don't fuck with shorts. I don't fuck with Twitter. I don't even really fuck with Discord. Like I said, the only reason I have Discord is to talk with people outside of the stream and, you know, game with the friends I have that still game. I don't game much, but yeah, I don't. Besides YouTube, I don't have anything. Corey made it famous in 2 years. Oh, I am not famous. Bro, if we're just being straight up, the stream hasn't grown the past year. The stream has been stagnant for the past, you know, there's been moments where the stream has been popping, but if we're just being straight up 100%, like, the stream is stagnant, bro. There's the same amount of viewers here today that were here a year ago. It's different people. You know, it's different people, but still the same people, or it's still the same count. It's just a cycle, you know, people come and go. Probably because I'm not the best personality to be doing this YouTube shit. Or maybe it's because I talk about GameStop and people don't believe in it. Or they do believe in it for a short amount of time and then they don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. The OGs know what I'm waiting for. Probably never coming, though. Yeah, probably not. I mean, honestly, Kev, back in the day when you had that idea, it was you know, you were kind of by yourself in that idea and it was more possible, but nowadays a lot of people think it's going to go down. So it's not really a contrarian view anymore, I don't think. And also the business is way better than back then, so it's pretty tough to say. It's just when random people on the internet are telling you it's going down, it's probably not. People the masses tend to be wrong. And from the looks at it, it seems like the masses think the stock's going to go down. Even people who are bullish on the stock think it's going to go down. So it seems pretty unlikely. There's too much cash on the sidelines, bro. Too many people are waiting for it to drop below 20. And it's just probably not going to happen. I'm not, I'll never say it can't happen, but if, I would think it would be more believable that it could happen if everyone was bullish, but I would say majority of people aren't. Even the people who are maybe they're shareholders, who knows if they're actually shareholders or not. Even those people think the stock's going to go down, so it's just probably not. There's just so much cash just sitting on the sidelines waiting for it to drop, and they're going to continue to sit on their cash because it's just probably not going to happen. Grady, what's up, Grady? How you doing? Good to see you, bro. Hope you had a good weekend. Used to be full-time. There's only so much arguing about the dollar I can do. Wait, the dollar? You want to talk about the dollar? You want to talk about the dollar, bro? The dollar? The dollar's been flat for the past 2 years. The dollar's been flat for the past 3 years. The dollar hasn't even moved. Oh, man. That was a good call, though, back in the day. Back in the day when it was up. That was a good call. Stream will pop off once GME rips to 100. I mean, I kind of agree with you, but I want people to watch the stream because of me, not because of GameStop. GameStop's, obviously the main thing we talk about, but there's so much more to talk about than just GameStop. So I want people to watch the stream because they want to watch, because it's entertaining and they find value in it. Like, if they're only watching because GameStop's up, that's not very interesting. Is there not dilution coming? I don't know. Is there? That's what a lot of people are saying, but what does that mean? The other 5-6 times let's see, stock offering, two bonds, warrants. So the last 4 times they did dilution, did the stock go below 20? Well, the first stock offering it did. But did it go below 20 on the convertible notes? Did it go below, does dilution really matter? I don't know if dilution really matters. Aaron. What's up, Aaron? Hope you had a good weekend. Jay Parker. What's up, Jay Parker? Jay Parker been in here? I swear Jay Parker's been in here before. Yeah, Jay Parker's been in here a few times. What's up, Jay Parker? Mortal Kombat 2 was fun, not groundbreaking, but enjoyable. Nice, nice. You missed it, Grady. I showed. You'll have to rewatch the stream, but I gave you guys a update on the basement. I know you fully ditched the crypto talk, but what do you think of all this stablecoin legitimization? I don't have an opinion on it, bro. I'm just being straight up. I don't have an opinion on crypto anymore besides that it's terrible. And that's the only opinion I can have, honestly. But I haven't looked into that. I don't pay attention to crypto, bro. I don't keep updated on it. I just don't find it valuable. I don't even want to like take the time to research and keep updated with what's going on. Did you add a second lower basement? GME billionaire bunker construction in progress. No. Sorry, I just like spaced out. I just completely spaced out. No, not that. No bunker in construction. The trench has actually been filled, which is amazing. Well, I mean, I still have a little bit more to go, but if you want to see the progress, you just got to rewatch the stream when the VOD gets posted. I may be wrong, but you keep calling that guy Aaron, but I'm sure it's just another spelling for Aaron. Have you never seen the fucking Key and Peele, bro? What? You Kevin. Why you've never seen that Key and Peele, bro? Substitute teacher? You've never seen this, bro? Mr. Garvey? You've never seen this? I need a new tracking watch. I saw the glaze going over your face when you spaced out. Oh, man. Stop checking me out, Bruno. That was weird, though. That was really weird. I was like going to answer his question, and then my mind just like was like, just. I may be wrong, but you keep calling. Oh, wait, I read that. Spaced out or panicked because I'm finally on your bunker plan. Grady, you're snitching, bro. Why you guys snitching so hard lately? Ruben was talking about my bodies I buried. Now you're talking about my bunker, bro. I just can't have any secrets, can I? I just can't have any secrets. You guys just telling all my secrets, bro. Can't even hide some bodies in a trench without Ruben snitching on me. I don't get internet references, sorry. This is a classic, bro. This was 13 years ago. You're telling me you've never seen this? Comedy Central? This wasn't even on the internet. This was TV, bro. This was on Comedy Central. That's not even the internet. I'm confused. I thought the shareholders were holding a vote in July for dilution. No. You're voting for the management team to be able to raise 2.5 billion shares outstanding. What is that? How is that dilution? If they raise the shares when the stock price is up, if the stock squeezes, how is that dilution? Do we have to go through this again? Is it this difficult? Accretive Definition. Here, we'll do this every single stream until you guys get it. Accretive refers to gradual growth that enhances a company's earnings. Accretive acquisitions add more value than the costs involved, often bought at a discount. Accretive investments include securities purchased at discounts, gaining value over time. Zero coupon bonds represent accretion by paying out a maturity without interim interest. In finance, an increase in earnings per share post-acquisition signifies accretion. All right, that's it's not dilution. If you're growing the business, sure, your ownership is going down, but if your ownership, or if the amount you're growing the business outweighs the ownership decrease, it's not dilutive. Accretive dilution. Here, I've never looked this up before. Oh, look at this. What's this? What's this? Let's read this for the people that don't understand the difference between accretive and dilutive. We want your bunker. What's up, Lobster? How you doing, Lobster? Hope you had a good weekend. Understanding accretive and dilutive mergers. A merger and acquisition deal is said to be accretive if the acquiring firm's earnings per share increase after the deal goes through. The deal is dilutive if the result causes the acquiring firm's EPS to decline. Dilution and accretion are scientific terms that refer to the concentration of a chemical or element. A financial event is accretive whenever it causes an appreciation in EPS. An event is dilutive when the resulting action causes EPS to drop. Weird. Why is everyone talking about dilution when they is it that difficult to read an Investopedia website? Is it that difficult? You guys just assume that it's dilution when it's not? Interesting. An accretive acquisition will increase the acquiring company's earnings per share. Accretive acquisitions tend to be favorable for the company's market price because the price paid by the acquiring firm is lower than the boost that the acquisition is expected to provide to the acquiring company's EPS. An accretive merger or acquisition generally occurs when the price-earnings ratio of the acquiring firm is greater than that of target firm. An accretive acquisition is similar to the practice of bootstrapping, where an acquirer purposely buys a company with a low price-earnings ratio through a stock swap transaction. The goal is to boost the post-acquisition earnings per share of the newly formed combined business and encourage a rise in the price of its shares. Bootstrapping is often frowned upon as an accounting practice that games the system and lowers overall earnings quality, but an accretive acquisition plays to the combined synergies of a merger in a positive way. What is a dilutive acquisition? Oh, here, you guys, you ready? Are you ready to learn what dilution actually is, instead of just assuming? A dilutive acquisition is a takeover transaction that decreases the acquirer's EPS through a lower or negative earnings contribution, or if additional shares are issued to pay for the acquisition. A dilutive acquisition can decrease shareholder value temporarily, but it can potentially lead to sufficient increase in EPS in later years if the deal has strategic value. The combination will generally be EPS dilutive to the acquirer if the standalone earnings capacity of the target firm isn't as strong as the acquirer's. This may be the case in the first 1 or 2 years post-transaction closing, but the acquisition should become accretive to the earnings as revenues and cost synergies take hold through scale economies. The market tends to punish the share price of the acquirer if the benefits aren't immediately clear. A lower EPS at the same trading multiple will reduce the stock price. An announcement of an EPS accretive deal in year 1 will quickly reward shareholders with a higher stock price, however. Wait, what? Wait. What? An announcement of an EPS accretive deal in year 1 will quickly reward shareholders with a higher stock price, however. Wait. Isn't the GameStop eBay deal accretive? Whoa! It's almost like the internet has no clue what they're talking about, and they're just repeating the same thing everyone else is saying instead of doing actual research. Whoa! Isn't that wild? Isn't it crazy how you can just, like, go on a website, you know, you just type it into Google, and then you, like, research, and then you actually, like, understand what you're talking about instead of just assuming you know? Isn't that crazy, bro? Isn't that crazy? I listened to that, instantly forgot what was said. I'm not made for this stock stuff. I mean, it's simple. A move by a company that increases EPS is accretive. If it decreases EPS, it's dilutive. So these people think that just because they're going to increase the shares outstanding, it's dilution. But it's not, because they're doing it at times that will increase the value of the business more than the ownership you're losing. It's accretive. Oh man. EPS is calculated as net income minus paid dividends to preferred shareholders divided by the average number of shares outstanding. Oh my gosh! EPS is calculated as net income minus paid dividends to preferred shareholders divided by the average number of shares outstanding. So yeah, your ownership is decreasing, but your earnings per share is increasing. It's called accretive, not dilutive. Wow. I'm sorry, but holy shit. It's crazy. It's crazy how people just, like, assume they know everything. But they fucking have no clue what they're talking about. It took us 5 minutes to learn this. 5 minutes. 5 minutes of research to learn what accretive is versus dilutive. 5 minutes, chat. 5 minutes. But no, it's dilutive. Nope. It's dilution. Insane. Actually insane. It's like borrowing at a negative interest rate and saying, but it's debt. Debt is scary. I mean, what about 0% coupon convertible notes? That's debt. 0% interest. Accretive. Accretive. So I kind of had it with my pie analogy. What pie analogy? I didn't see no pie analogy. What the fuck? I don't know, Patrick. It's just crazy, like, how everyone just assumes they know what they're talking about when they haven't done a single second of research. There's like, oh, they're raising shares, it's dilutive. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Oh, it's just insane. Like, how do you go through life thinking you're, like, intelligent when you're not? Like, I know I'm stupid. I know I'm stupid. So, like, I don't know. Why do you guys think you're so I mean, it's just it's not even really people that watch the stream. It's just super negative people. Like, they just think they're so intelligent for some reason when they're not. It's just insane. It's actually insane. Like, how do you go through life like that? How do you go through life being so, like, ignorant? Isn't ignorant the right word? I think it's arrogant. Ignorant. Lacking knowledge or awareness in general, uneducated or unsophisticated. Yeah, how do you... I think isn't arrogant, like... It's like a mix of arrogance and ignorance. Having or revealing an exaggerated sense of I think it's more arrogance. Having or revealing an exaggerated sense of one's own importance or abilities. I think it's a mix of the two, but Dunning-Kruger, yeah, the Dunning-Kruger effect. But it's just wild, bro. Like, how do people, like, maybe they're just trolling? You know, they could just be trolling, but if that's, like, actually how you live your life, like, that's crazy. You shouldn't just assume you know everything when you don't. I never assume I know everything. There's things I know, you know, and if someone's willing to point me in the right direction to prove me wrong, I'll admit when I'm wrong, but that's a difficult thing for a lot of people, it seems like. I guess being wrong is a problem or something like that. You can't be wrong. Nope. Being wrong is bad. So GME stock price is going up after the deal is done. Check. I mean, that's what that's, you know, that's debatable. That's debatable, but according to this, an announcement of an EPS accretive deal in year 1 will quickly reward shareholders with a higher stock price, however. So, I mean, according to this, yes. But tough to say, you know, tough to say how the stock price is actually going to perform. EPS, should we read the rest of this? I'm going to be real, most people are thick as fuck. We call them dense in UK. It just bugs me, man. It just bugs me. And, you know, I deal with it every single day. Like, you should see all the comments I delete on a daily basis, bro. I delete so many comments off my YouTube channel because there's just so many geniuses. Everyone's a fucking genius. Everyone knows what they're talking about. And it's really interesting when people talk about price action because, you know, I've been staring at stock charts for a solid, I mean, I don't know, at least like a solid like 40-50% of my adult life, I've been staring at stock charts. So it's pretty interesting when people like have a different view on me when it comes to price action, because I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on price action in a lot of ways. Obviously, the stock market's super hard to predict, whatever, but like, everyone's just so certain on the things they're talking about these days, but they never do any research. I swear they're just like, they watch a YouTuber or they just read something off Reddit and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go repeat that. Like, or they're like getting all their information from AI or something. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Wild world out there. It's a wild world. A guy said to me, look at it like this: if the average IQ is 90 or whatever it is, half the people are dumber than that. Is that the average IQ? What is the average IQ? What is the average IQ? Average IQ is 100, with most people scoring between 85 and 115. I mean, that's pretty interesting, right? Okay. So, should we read the rest of this, I guess? EPS, and I mean, that was just the AI. Who knows what it actually is? It could be lower. You never know. I mean, sometimes I feel like it's lower, but who knows? We're going off the AI answer, so who knows? And those are only the people that think they're smart and take the test. Damn, good point, Ruben, good point. I have an IQ of 50 because I invest in GME facts. Yeah, bro. Anyone who invests in GME, low IQ, bro. Ryan Cohen, low IQ. Roaring Kitty, low IQ. Yep. I mean, you would think that, you know, the way the internet talks about it, you would think that, but let's see. EPS and M&A transactions. The primary goal of a merger model is normally to determine that if the acquiring company can increase its EPS after the deal goes through. A deal with accretive consequences should ostensibly, I don't know what that word is. What the hell is that word? Apparently or purportedly, but perhaps not actually. Okay. That's a too complicated of a word for just, I don't know. Should create additional value for the firm's shareholders, a result that many consider to be the primary duty of a corporation's directors. EPS might go up after an M&A deal for many reasons. The synergy between the two firms might result in increased economies of scale or scope. The target company's capital or research and development tools may lead to future gains in productivity or revenue generation. The financial analysts are looking for a sum value that's greater than the individual components in any case. Analysts look at each company's PE ratio. The merger should be accretive if the target company has a smaller PE ratio. Wait, the merger should be accretive if the target company has a smaller PE ratio? Huh. What's eBay's PE ratio? eBay PE ratio. I don't know how to look this up. I don't really pay attention to PE. I don't find it valuable. Let's see. eBay's PE ratio, 24.83. What's GameStop's? I think GameStop's is somewhere around there, isn't it? GameStop PE ratio. GameStop's PE ratio is 27.51, so that's not really relevant in this case. But I think GameStop's PE ratio is like super skewed. And, you know, this website could not be up to date. Who knows? 5/29/26. So it was updated last week. Let's see. A momentarily increase in EPS doesn't necessarily mean that the deal will be a long-term success, however. What determines stock price? Several factors can influence the price of a stock. Changes in value can occur due to the economy, headlines that cast a spotlight on the company, or anything else that affects the opinions of investors. The most contributing factor is typically supply and demand, which can be heavily influenced by these circumstances. Pretty simple. What causes stock dilution? Here, are you ready? Are you ready? A share is essentially an ownership percentage in a company. Each shareholder owns 1% if the firm issues 500 shares to 500 shareholders. Issuing more shares results in dilution of their shares because more investors are dividing the overall value. Each shareholder would only own 0.5% should the firm issue an additional 500 shares. Anything that prompts the issuance of more shares can cause stock dilution. I think key word there, can cause stock dilution. I wish they talked more about this. Maybe we can look up something like that. All right, later, Bruno. Have a good one. Have a good one. Appreciate you stopping in. Synergies are somewhat unique to M&A deals because they involve the corporation and participation of companies on both sides of the deal. 3 types of synergies are most common: cost, revenue, and financial. First saves money, second increases income, and the third refers to actions taken by merged firms to improve their capital structure after they've joined. See, I want to elaborate on this part. How can a stock offering be accretive? Let's see. I don't think we're going to get that from Too many pop-ups. Deal is considered creative because of the bond payment plus interest. Just maybe paid out. So neither accretive or dilutive until results are seen. Yeah, I think that's safe to say. I think that's safe to say. I'm trying to find like a actual example. Didn't someone talk about... Someone brought an example in here earlier. Let's see. Balin Techniques Acquisition K-less AB documents. I don't know if I don't know how relevant this is. Yeah, that's not, I don't think that's relevant. That's too small. Why doesn't this update? How can raising or increasing shares outstanding be accretive? I don't want the AI definition. Maybe there is. Let's see. I'm not really seeing any examples of like stock. Let's see. If a company's earnings grow faster than the look at here. Look at here. Let's blow this up. Accretive growth in finance refers to any transaction, investment, or event that results in an increase in the company's earnings per share or overall value. This concept is particularly relevant during mergers and acquisitions, where the financial benefits of a deal exceed its costs, leading to incremental gains in shareholder wealth. Essentially, if a company's earnings grow faster than the increase in shares outstanding, the acquisition is considered accretive. Wait, what? Wait, should I read that one more time? I don't know if you guys understood that. Essentially, if a company's earnings grow faster than the increase in shares outstanding, the acquisition is considered accretive. This contrasts with dilutive growth, which decreases EPS and overall value. Understanding the mechanics of accretive growth is crucial for investors and corporate strategists alike. Well, there you go. I think that's, there we go. I don't think it gets much more simple than that. I mean, it's literally what I was talking about before we even read it. I kind of already had the idea of that, but now, we did our research. See, now we can actually talk about what we know because we researched it instead of just assuming we know. Share price will be 20 to 21 even after the merger unless there's some tremendous show of revenue. It's not going to blow up like people think. We shall see this a 5 to 10 year minimum wait. Ober, you're combining a 50 billion market cap company with a 10 billion market cap company. How is the share price going to be 20 bucks? And how is the share price even relevant? It's going to be a complete brand new company, more shares outstanding. The share price is irrelevant. You need to focus on market cap. You you think after a $50 billion company and a $10 billion company merge, it's still going to be sitting at a $10 billion market cap? Okay. Okay. I mean, you go ahead and continue to think that, but the share price is irrelevant. Anyone who's talking about share price when it comes to this deal, it's just so bad. It's such a bad take. There's such a bad take. You're merging a $10 billion company with a $50 billion company, and you're talking about what the share price is going to be. Talk about the market cap. What's the market cap going to be? That's relevant. The share price is irrelevant. 100% irrelevant. I don't know if it's just me, but the stream's lagging. It probably is. I haven't been plugged into Ethernet for a while, so. We'll be money-making machine. eBay with stores for you to pick up orders is the best combo. We take on $26 billion in debt. Why does that matter? The debt's irrelevant. The debt doesn't have anything to do with EPS. Wait, do we have to go back and see what EPS is? What is EPS? Here, do we have to do this? Earnings per share is commonly used to measure a company's profitability. Where does that, what does this have to do with debt? We're talking about profitability. Debt has nothing to do with profitability. It indicates how much profit each outstanding share of common stock has earned. Generally speaking, the higher a company's EPS, the more profitable it is considered to be. EPS is calculated by dividing a company's net income by the total number of outstanding shares. Where does debt come into this equation? Where does debt come into this equation? Does this say anything about debt? Let's see. Should we look it up? Does debt affect EPS? How debt affects earnings per share. Sure, we'll just read this random website. Debt can... Oh, wait! What does this say? Debt can boost or hurt your company's EPS. Huh. Wait, it can boost or hurt your company's EPS? Debt can actually boost your EPS? Weird. That's weird. That's pretty interesting, right? It's almost like if you do your research, you would actually understand what you're talking about instead of just assuming. Oh, AI? AI? You think AI knows? Okay. Yeah, you continue to use AI, buddy. I appreciate your support, Ober. I've seen you in my comment section, but AI is dog shit, bro. AI is fucking trash. If you're getting your investment research from AI, that's probably why your take is so bad. And that's probably why everyone's take is so bad, because nobody thinks for themselves, nobody researches for themselves. They just use fucking AI and spit out what the AI tells them instead of actually thinking for themselves, which is actually insane, bro. So you can continue to use AI, but AI is dog shit. Ryan Cohen doesn't want debt, pays it back ASAP. Yeah, Ryan Cohen's going to focus on that debt hard. Share price isn't telling you anything. Exactly. Share price is so irrelevant, bro. People who talk about share price, your analysis is garbage. If you're talking about share price when it comes to this deal, it's just so bad. Well, share price is irrelevant. You're merging a $50 billion company with a $10 billion company, and you think the share price is relevant? Okay. Okay. Who cares about debt? eBay makes a fucking lot of money. Exactly. You're literally gonna rate. You're gonna cost cut enough to pay for the interest on the debt first year. Debt is irrelevant. EBITDA. Servicing the debt will be an expense that does affect profitability. Yeah, but if the profitability you're earning outweighs the debt expense, your EPS grew, and the debt's irrelevant. What I'm saying is not absolute, just my opinion on what AI expects to see the first year. Oh, you meant to say I. I mean, that's fine. You can have your opinion, but talking about share price is irrelevant. Why? How is the share price even relevant? It's going to be a completely new company. You're going to add like 20 billion in assets, and sure, yeah, you're going to have quite a bit of debt, but like that's not relevant. Debt is so irrelevant. So the share prices, I just don't get why people talk about the share price on something that has nothing to do with the share price. Like, oh, I just don't get that. And also, you don't know if we're going to raise debt. You don't know how many shares are going to be offered for the deal. You don't know how much debt is going to be raised for the deal. There's so many unknowns. So, like, to just assume you know, I just can't get behind it, bro. I just can't get behind it. Once we have all the facts and all the information, sure, we'll talk about it, but just assuming things is terrible. And you're just assuming what everyone else is assuming. Everyone thinks the stock is going to either stay at the same price or go down because of this deal. So it's nobody thinks that this deal is going to make the stock price actually go up, but the stock price is irrelevant. When you merge a $10 billion company with a $50 billion company, even if you increase the shares outstanding and raise debt, you're still going to be sitting at like a 20, 30 billion market cap, no matter how you look at it. So, how relevant is the share price? I just don't think the share price is relevant at all. It's just doesn't, I just can't get behind anyone talking about the share price when it comes to this deal. Can't get behind it. I'm looking at value, add the market cap, subtract debt and dividend by outstanding shares. So you're not factoring in eBay's assets, which, wait, what's eBay's assets? Should we do a little fundamental research here? In the 18 billion, 17 billion. So you're not going to factor in eBay's assets. You're just going to completely ignore eBay's assets, but you're going to focus on the debt. Huh. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. 17.6 billion. You're not going to factor that in? You're just going to ignore that? Because if you're going to focus on the debt, you got to focus on assets as well, right? Interesting. In 10 years, eBay acquisition is paid off completely. I think in 3 to 4 years. I think 3 to 4 years, the debt's paid off completely. 10 years, you should be sitting at 100, 200 billion market cap. Between there. I hope it goes to the moon. I hope I'm super wrong. How can you be bullish and have a bearish view? Like, I get you got to look at both sides. I understand that, but the bearish view just doesn't make sense, especially if you're bullish. Like, it doesn't make sense. There's so many people that have this bearish negative view, but they still want the stock to go up, and they want, like, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Even if we don't get eBay, just that piece of the pie grew a low value. I'm thinking in terms of my finances. I see debt as a problem I have to solve. Yeah, but you don't raise debt to make money. If all the debt you've raised in your life produced cash flow, and the cash flow outweighed the interest on the debt, that would be super positive. The debt wouldn't be a problem. But most people get into debt for things that don't produce anything. So your personal finances aren't even comparable to what is going on. It can stay at 20, I don't care. Imagine eBay merger with PayPal would have went through. I hate PayPal. PayPal's garbage. PayPal's awful. Didn't eBay sell PayPal? Yeah. Long time ago. It's called critical thinking. You should try sometime. Oh, well, you can be banned. I'm probably the only person you know that actually critically thinks for themselves and doesn't use AI and doesn't just repeat what everyone else is saying. I'm probably literally the only person you know who actually thinks for themselves, so I don't know. You can be banned forever, though, for that. For that comment, you can be banned forever. Maybe you should try critically thinking instead of typing dumb shit in my chat and thinking you're smart when you're not. Interesting. Kaluka! How you doing, Kaluka? Hope you're good. Hope you had a good weekend. Like, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to make any beef between us, Ober. I just don't see what you see. Because the stock price is irrelevant. Talking about me? No, I'm not talking about you, Lobster. I'm talking about someone who just got banned. Somebody just got banned forever. It happens. We got a lot of trolls. They get banned, then they make another account, and then they get banned again. And then like a couple months from now, you know, I'll unban them, and then they'll get banned again, and the cycle will rinse and repeat. I was just talking, not pushing my opinion at all. I don't know what I'm talking about. It just seems like this is mispriced even today. What do you mean by it? What do you mean it's mispriced? What do you mean? Remember your live when you had 1.5k viewers, how pissed they were at you? Oh, yeah, I remember. That was an interesting stream. All because I couldn't figure out how to open a video. And then when I finally found the video, a 5-minute ad started playing when the interview was 7 minutes long, and I'm the bad guy. It's pretty interesting. pretty interesting. We green today, shills and shambles. Nah, we're chilling, bro. We're chilling, bro. Chilly chillin'. So chat, since there's more people here than there were the other day, there's a YouTuber who made a video about me, and I just don't know if I should respond to their video or not. I honestly just don't know if I care. I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are, because they just like are just probably just I haven't watched the video because I can't watch their videos. I think they're terrible, but it's just a video like probably just talking about how I'm not a real shareholder and probably just talking negatively about me and yada yada yada. So, but the reason why I don't think I should react to it is because I look at their stream chat and it almost seems like it's just bots and not real people. So it's almost just seems like they're trying to get my attention and they want me to make a video about them for attention. And I just don't know if I should waste my time giving this person attention. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I mean, you could probably assume who it is, but I'm not giving them a shout out. I'm not promoting them. So I'm just saying in general, someone made a video about me and it seems like most of their stream is bots. Most of their engagement is bots. I'm sure they have a few real viewers, just as I do. I mean, maybe you guys are all bots too. Who knows? But I'm just not sure I should waste my time reacting to their video and promoting them. I'm just not sure. Have I played it? No. I tried to watch like a little bit of it. And I can't watch their videos, bro. Seems like no one's accounting for their cash potential or for the many quarters of positive earnings. Well, it's the instant increase of EPS, though. Oh yeah, I gotta delete that message over. I understand what you're saying, but we can't even put their initials in the chat. No shout outs. No shout outs. They don't deserve a shout out. Even though most people probably don't know who you're talking about. Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. You're good, bro. What do I have to gain? The only way it's positive for me is if they continue to respond. Right? Because people like drama, people like internet beef. So that's the only way it's positive for me. But other than that, like if I respond, it doesn't benefit me in any way, I don't think. So the only way I have something to gain is if they make a response to my response and it becomes this like back and forth thing. But I just don't know if that's the outcome, you know? I don't know if that's the outcome, so I don't know if I want to waste my time promoting this person if they're not going to give me what I want, you know? Beef is a great way to get numbers up, have fun with it. I mean, that's the only way it's beneficial for me, though. But what if they're just trying to bait me into making a video about them to promote them, and then they're never gonna talk about me ever again? Like, it's not beneficial to me. The only way it's beneficial to me is if the beef continues. I'm not gonna tell you guys who it is. I think you guys can assume who it is, but that's about it. I have their name blocked in the chat, so nobody can even tell you who it is. I have their name blocked. I mean, you could probably figure out a way to get it through the chat, but I like to let people talk who like to talk. They let me know how full of shit they are. Detective Lee. This is the guy who used to work at a wholesale club. What's up, Deja Vu? Bait the bastards back. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. It seems like it's not worth my time. But obviously the internet beef part would be worth my time. Internet beef's sick. People love internet beef. Aren't eBay shares down today? I don't know. Back up. They were down. It would just fuel the narcissism. You think that you could take the internet beef to its natural conclusion? Cage fight? I wish. That'd be awesome. I didn't hear no bell. I didn't hear no bell. Come on, Corey, just for the lulz, we need to switch up around here. Oh, come on. I feel like the stream's been doing pretty good, and the videos have been doing good. Gme trying to make new highs of the day. Yes, sir. I mean, I think it did make a new high a day. I'm not sure where it dropped from in after hours. Do a vote? That's a good idea. I'll do a vote. We'll do a vote. Should I react to the YouTuber speaking negatively? Apparently, I don't know how to spell negatively. About me? Question mark. Yes or no? Start poll. Vote on the poll, chat. Vote on it. Give it a vote. How come it's like that? Okay. Everyone's saying yes. 6 votes yes. What if his bots are in here? What if it's his bots in here just voting yes? You can imagine the results. What if he just has his bots voting? Not a single person saying no? That's hard to believe. I have a hard time believing not a single person saying no. I have a hard time believing that. If he is who I think he is, I am shadow banned in all his channels. Come on, it's obvious what you gotta do. God damn it. I just don't even want to give him fucking... You need a third option in the poll. I'm a bot. I have a hard time believing he got bots here. You never know. You're telling me not a single... 9 votes. I mean, there's 20 people in here, only 9 votes, so that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Those are 20 people in here, but 9 votes. See, I don't trust this poll. This poll's rigged, bro. This poll's rigged. It's rigged. You guys are like Joe Biden up in here, bro. You guys are pulling a Joe. You guys are pulling a Joe Biden right now. You guys are rigging the election. "11 people are lazy." Let's just react to his shit and go from there. Maybe we agree to forget. after watching, or maybe we decide to kick his ass. I mean, I'm not doing it today either way. Either way, I'm not doing it today. I don't want to today. I gotta be ready for some really stupid takes, you know? You're telling me one person voted no. One person. Voter participation rates in the US are low anyways, especially among young people. One bot voted no. Boo. I don't want to. I wasn't even gonna stream today, honestly. I wasn't even gonna stream today. I mostly wanted to hop on to show you guys the progress in the basement. That's mostly why I started the stream today. But now it's been 2 hours, so streamed a lot longer than I thought I was going to. Is the YouTuber trying to shill his book? Yeah, the book that he didn't even write. He just had AI write it, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't actually know. That's just what I've heard through the grapevine. I'm gonna go find it. I mean, it looks like the results are in. Everyone wants me to react to it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys want me to react to it, but the results are in, it seems. Only one person thinks I shouldn't. Oh yeah, that's what I should have did. I should have did for and against. I didn't even think about that. The moment we discover the stream isn't a democracy. Maybe. It is a dictatorship. I don't know if you guys... I know some of you guys are new here, but it's definitely not a democracy. I like to ask for your guys' opinions, you know? But at the end of the day, my say is what goes. Ask any OG here. This is a true dictatorship. I gotta delete that message, deja vu, but that's kind of funny. You can't do that to us. I voted 4 from muscle memory. I'm opening a polymarket bet that this turns into an MMA match. Dude, I'd probably destroy that guy. I don't know. I mean, he probably weighs way more than I do, but I wouldn't get tired. I'm like Kevin Gates, bro. I got 2 phones and I don't get tired. And one's for the plug and one's for the load. I voted no because responding would give a lunatic fuel. See, I agree with that. See, Ober at least has, like... I agree with Ober's take. He might be the only person who voted no, but I agree with his take. I can watch it on his channel or yours. You can do whatever you want, bro. For charity? With Cory Jong-un? Cory Jong-un. Oh, I love that. That's what I should change the channel name to, huh? Cory Jong-un. Oh, that's awesome. Really? Only one person's gonna say no? How come 11 votes? There's 20 people here. Where's the other 9 votes? You guys really aren't gonna vote? That's messed up. It's definitely the best choice for peace of mind to avoid that crazy, but I was bored. I mean, like I said, like I want the The internet beef aspect would be interesting. But that's it. You know, there's nothing interesting about that besides the internet beef aspect. If you all are not voting, we need some redistricting here. Overweis in German, he's unreasonably sensible. That voids his votes. Let me vote 9 more times. I'll get us to 20. Your choice, though. Don't care too much one way or another. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, the polls are in. The results are in. Whatever. Like I said, I'm not going to do it today, but we can find some other good GME content to watch. Oh, yeah. I have the whole folder here, bro. That's another thing. Like, am I going to really waste my time responding to that dude when I got a whole folder of content to react to? I don't know. I guess we got more opinions, though. Most people want me to do it, it seems. There's of course some very good reasons why I shouldn't. I agree with all the reasons why I shouldn't. But I'm just gonna be annoyed. You know, I'm gonna be annoyed if I waste my time reacting to that and he doesn't respond. Like that's gonna be annoying. Because then I just literally wasted my time. I could have made a video that I actually wanted to watch, that I actually cared about. Do it for the meme. Now 25% up. What would be the end result in either case? The internet beef would just be interesting because, you know, my viewers would be interested in what he's saying about me, and his viewers would be interested in what I'm saying about him, and it would overall potentially increase both of our viewership. But if nothing comes out of me reacting, then I fell for the trick, basically. I think. Because I don't even know what he says. Like, it's a whole stream, too. It's like an hour fucking long. It's literally an hour of him watching, like, a video that's, like, 7 years old. And then watching one of my recent videos and, like, reacting to it. It's like, ugh. Just seems like a lot. I think people form their own opinion. Yeah. For sure. You said you banned the YouTuber's name? Yeah. I have a lot of YouTubers' names banned, though. Pretty much anyone in the GameStop community, their names are banned from my chat. Because they always have their little bots come in and promote. So all their names are banned. Every single time, whenever I have, you know, a big stream where there's a lot of people here, there's always someone having their little bot come in and promoting. So I have all their names banned. You're smart. No, I've just been doing this for a long time, and I know the people who have bots that come and promote. I've seen it too many times, you know. And there's, you know, certain ones I've missed. For sure. But I think at this point I've gotten all of them. I just don't like people coming and promoting in my chat. It's like, I work hard for my viewers, and, you know, I don't need other people promoting in my chat. I don't go to other people's chat and promote my channel. Like, I think I've only done that once, and it was during like a Bitcoin stream, like the Bitcoin conference or something. Maybe some of the OGs might remember that stream, and I was in their chat like typing on my actual account. That's a little different. But yeah, I don't promote my stream in other people's chats. Maybe I should, but I don't. So I'm not going to allow that in my chat. Wanted to type the names until the message gets deleted so I know what YouTuber. It'll be all your messages because every YouTuber is banned. I didn't ban their like account. Like they could come in here with their own account and message, but people can't type their names in the chat. All right. I think I'm going to get out of here. I don't really feel like reacting to anything right now. Power Ranger, what's up, Power Ranger? You're a little late, though. I'm about to leave, my friend. I'm loving the discounted Gme price. Add more shares. Hope you had a great weekend. I appreciate you, bro. I hope you had a good weekend as well. I'm about to get out of here, though. I'm about to get out of here. Hopefully, I mean, I should be on stream tomorrow, but it just depends. I need to finish the rest of my trench and get that all taken care of. And the only reason I didn't do it today is because I'm like super sore. So hopefully I'll be feeling good tomorrow and I'll be able to finish the rest of my basement. But if I don't end up doing that, I mean, maybe even if I do end up doing that, either way, I'll most likely see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate everyone supporting the stream. Shout out all my OGs. Shout out to new people. Thank you guys for giving the stream a chance. Hopefully we see you again. And yeah, I appreciate all my OGs. Thank you guys for always supporting the stream through the good times and the bad. Really appreciate it. Later, Power Ranger. Later, Patrick, Ober, Lobster, Kalaluka, Bass Mechanic. You guys have a good rest of your day. I appreciate all of you. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. God bless ya. Hey, later, Aaron. Have a good one, man. God bless ya. Peace.